What's up, everyone? It's John at National Sports Entertainment. And like I was saying earlier, I think for convenience purposes, it would be better to do basketball and football separately. So we went into obviously the Monday night game, which you can watch that. I did that just like an hour ago. But one thing was brought to my attention regarding the Magic game, and B, there's just looking at some metrics that actually some fit way better than I thought they did. The Warriors here at home being an example, and we've been really hot on the Warriors lately. So anyway, these are my official picks. We closed out every sequence, so these are all first sequences. But if you have a second sequence, or if you're doing something and you're betting more for whatever reason, and I agree, Justin, I think it's going to be a 3-point game. And I have Saints, but that's why I like the Saints for the 3. And just in case. But Clippers over I like a lot here. Their over percentage is really bad. Just for it to finish, like even by historical lows, they need a few more. And again, it's not like we're only 10 games into the season. We're pretty far in. So I like them officially. Here I like the Magic to cover, like I said, and I like them even more because it was brought to my attention that it by Frank in my Discord that today is Walt Disney Day. So it'll be interesting to see, again, the Magic at home. People are going to be fading them anyway. I think he also said that the Bulls, the Magic straight up beat the Bulls on Mickey Mouse Day. So don't forget, ESPN's owned by Disney. If you were to pick an upset, moneyline upset, this would be the one. I'm just letting you know that now. I'm taking the spread, but I could certainly see them winning for that one. What a genuine comment. Yeah, now I'm starting to get more of these robo comments, I guess. Yeah, as your channel grows, you have all these, you'd think they'd be more original. All right, so Thunder, I like the under. Like I said, I don't think they're doing better than Boston, even on the over, and I just don't see that continuing. And as far as the spread, I actually lean Atlanta. So on this one, I kind of like both, the under and the Hawks. And I think it kind of goes hand in hand. The Hawks have some injuries, and they haven't been great at home against the spread. The Thunder have one of the better records in the league against the spread. So based off that metric, I do like the Hawks, but I like the under more in that game. Now, Celtics-Raptors, I like the Raptors just because I think people are going to be loving the Celtics as a, quote, underdog in this game. And it's as simple as that. I think the Raptors are going to get faded pretty hard. They want the Celtics to start off strong. I have a theory on the Celtics. It's not even that deep of a theory. We all kind of thought of it with Bill Russell dying. But I'm wondering if instead of winning the whole thing, if they just give them a ridiculous record this year. So we'll see what happens. But I do like the Raptors in this particular game to cover. Then we got Sixers-Rockets, and Sixers laying 8.5. They've been inconsistent, so if you're going to be safe, I guess you go with the Rockets here because obviously in basketball laying 8.5 is never great. But again, I think the Sixers have to look really good in certain games. They need to be seen as a formidable threat outside of the Bucks being the only threat in the East and the Celtics. So I do think the Sixers cover this spread. It's not one I'm in love with. So just to elaborate, Sixers is not going to be an official sequence I'm playing. The rest are. And the Hawks covering is not. I like the under. But I wanted to go into who I like for those who are curious. If I had a pick, I'd go with the Hawks to cover. And I'd take the Sixers to cover. This one, we have two teams that are both bad against the spread. And they are in Memphis. And I like Miami because Miami's worse against the spread. They're really bad where they just need to win. If again 8-14, you just don't finish that low against the spread. Typically it's mid to high 30s. I think they're in the low 30s right now, and I think -4 in Memphis. Everybody's going to be taking Memphis here +4, taking the money line, thinking it's a slam dunk. Despite the injuries, don't forget that the Heat have had their injuries too, and they're in Memphis, who has been proven to play good even without Ja. So I really like the Heat in this game to cover that 4. That one I will be playing. I'm playing the Mavericks. I think they need, again, the public's going to be all over Phoenix. And I think they're going to continue that Luka owns the Suns narrative. Now, I thought that maybe for the first game they played, but it makes more sense to go back and forth just like the playoffs. But he has a ridiculous game here at home. So first there was his backup Brunson, and now he's going up against the Suns. You can kind of see the narratives they're setting up for Luka. So I do like Luka to go off, the team to go off in general, and the Dallas Mavericks to cover that spread. And in the final one, I like the Warriors. I know 11 seems like a lot. Again, they're not great against the spread. That's usually going to flip around. And yeah, it's a good upset game, but I just don't see it happening. In Indiana, it'd be a lot different. But they're pushing the Warriors. They're not good on the road. It's like Tua yesterday, but they play ridiculous at home. So when I see the Warriors, giving double digits at home, a lot of people are going to just take the 11 points thinking, well, they're basically even records. Pacers have played pretty good. Not thinking that when the Warriors win, they run away with games. So I like the Warriors to cover. So officially, I always like to run over them again, just so if I misspoke or something, I get it's 100%. I'd love the Clippers over in this game. I love the Magic to cover. I wouldn't, fault someone for putting a little bit on the money line. I'm going to. I love the under in this game, Thunder Hawks, but I lean Hawks to cover spread too. I like the Raptors to cover the Celtics. I like the Heat to cover the Grizzlies. I like the Mavericks to cover the Suns and the Warriors to cover the Pacers. And not playing the game, but if I was, I would take the Sixers. For college, there's like 3 games that I wrote down. We have North Dakota State covering Portland, and we have Gonzaga covering Kent State. That's just based off of metrics that I like. So, yeah, I just wanted to go into them. So, again, that's going to be North Dakota State and Gonzaga in college basketball. I like to cover. So that's everything. I'll get these out to you so you have time to lock them in. Take care and happy earnings.